Previously on Homeland. Zhang?
We need to be on the lookout for Fire Nation patrols.
Clove
Maybe we should still find some food?
and Tariq.
I'm so hungry I could eat a hog monkey.
We don't know how far the Fire Nation have advanced into these lands.
Come on, what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, it's not a joke.
Probably time to start settling down and maybe camp for the night. You hear a rustling sound
Who's there?
in bushes.
Are you friend or foe?
Who are you?
Who are you?
You will see Kana step out from the bushes.
Are you fleeing the Fire Nation?
Yes. I guess it's just the three of you then?
Yes.
Maybe more. Well, okay, sure. Yep, 3 of us.
I just needed to get away from home.
She sits watching you and you guys are kind of chatting. Are you telling the truth?
I'm from the Fire Nation. But
Whoa, Fire Nation!
And now, what do you do?
yeah.
Tariq unclips the two flaps on the thing, and the 2 bits of water shoots out, and he has them in his hands, kind of awkwardly, almost. It looks like he's trying to be aggressive, but it also looks like he's gesturing water towards Kana.
Great.
Zhang's brandishing his glaive. It's an inch away from Kana's face.
Kana is sitting down, still by the fire. The 2 young men have stood up out of their seats and are weapons ready.
Clove has not moved a single muscle. She is just staring at you.
I think in the face of this, despite the immediate reaction, Kana is stock still with her head lowered. She has a deep sigh. And she stands up, straightens herself off. Look, I know, and I don't want to intrude where I'm obviously not wanted, but I want justice against the Fire Nation. It might seem like I'm exaggerating, but I want it as much as you do. For my whole life, I thought that I lived in a place of justice and reason, and now I'm away from home, and I don't know what's real anymore. And I just want to be my own person. And I want to do what's right. And I think she will step towards the blade, so it is even closer to her face if it's down to a centimeter from an inch. I understand why you would want to hurt me. Believe me, I am very capable, and if I wanted to, I could take you down. I don't want to do that. I just need some help. And I think if you want to fight back against the Fire Nation, I can help you.
I'm going to spend my other hold
Yeah.
and ask again. Are you telling the truth now?
Yes. She's got to look you dead in the eye.
You're not a spy.
No. If I was a spy, don't you think they would give me a better uniform? One that fits?
I don't know, you could just have bad fashion sense.
She'll straighten her hair. Trust me, I don't.
So the glaive is going to lower a bit. Zhang can't become violent with someone who's being so kind of passive and passionate.
Wait, what happened? Are we trusting her? He's still got his water. Is that what we're doing?
Well, maybe if you tell us the whole story.
Well, you might want to sit back down. It's a long one.
Okay.
I think I'll stand.
Okay. Well,
I'm just gonna sharpen my glaive
Just real casual.
just casually while I'm listening.
Great.
my whole life, I've been in training. I am a bender. Obviously a fire bender.
That makes me the only one.
You were the only one before.
Oh yeah.
All I've known is, training and school and being everything that my mother wants me to be. My mother's a great warrior, and I used to think that she fought for what was right, but she and my father, they took me to the Earth Kingdom, and they showed me the front line, and that's what they expect me to do. So I ran, and here I am. I didn't really have a plan for what happens next. I Is that a good enough story for you?
Well, I can't tell you what's going to happen next, but I can promise you it's going to be interesting.
I think she's telling the truth.
I am telling the truth.
I still don't know if that means we should trust her.
She could be useful. She could know how the patrols move. She could know their battle plans.
She could also jump ship again and go back. Sorry to talk about you like you're not here.
I understand. Look, I want to help you. If that bridge goes both ways, I would very much appreciate the help to get closer to the Fire Nation, and seems like you have someone in mind that you want to stage an attack against. I can help you.
Okay, as long as you don't burn that bridge afterwards.
Well, it depends who's standing on what side. Obviously, the Fire Nation. She's going to look down. Clearly, this is not someone who's used to wisecracking and making jokes.
Yeah, internally, Tariq's like, it's my job.
Hey, I don't like her anymore.
The scale has shifted immediately.
Well, wait a minute. You're from the Fire Nation?
Weren't you listening?
There's
That was a whole 20 minutes of storytelling.
There's a follow-up question to that.
Yes.
And the person we're tracking, also from the Fire Nation?
Why do I even bother?
Put it together. No, sorry, that's not Kana. That's Ellen.
Do you know a man named Bashir?
It's Bashira Yuda. He's like a general or something.
We talk about this all the time. How do you not know his name?
I think my mother's served under him. He's a great general. He's very powerful. He's got a keen strategic mind.
He's cruel.
Oh, yes, and of course he's obviously horrible, but he is powerful.
He laughed while he burned my father and his friends. They've captured or killed or enslaved all of them.
I'm sorry.
So if that was the person that we're going after, you wouldn't have a problem with going after someone from your own place?
Well, it would be... I think it's what I have to do.
You said you came here with the Fire Nation's forces. Do you know where they're heading?
No, I'm just a kid.
You have no idea where they might be going.
No. I mean, we were flying for so long, and they had to move halfway across the nation, and...
You said your mother served under him. Where's your mother?
I don't know, I just picked a direction and ran. I'm sorry.
Hey, look, it's fine. It seems like we've all got family issues in one form or another.
But if you can get me closer, then I might be able to have contacts or get you close, or I also just... She'll grab at her pocket. She's got a sack that's full of coins.
Oh.
And for anything...
And that's an entirely different kind of weapon.
Yes, exactly. For anything else that can't be covered, that'll do it.
I say we trust her. Don't you reckon? I gotta remember your name now. One moment.
Clove.
Thank you. Right, Clove? We can trust her, can't we?
I'm not sure I know she's telling the truth, but we also don't know what her real intentions are.
So are you calling...
Yes, that was exactly what I was doing.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So that needs to be more direct, I would say.
Saying to her, Clove, can we trust her?
Yeah, so it can't be a can we, it has to be we can trust
can
her.
trust
her. And you've gotta,
And that's why I was
Right.
looking to Ellen, be like, yes, you can trust me.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Yeah, because you've got to
Then
challenge
Ellen
how
will be the one
yeah,
that-
challenge
That's
how
right.
I feel
Yeah,
about it.
That's right.
And then you'll tell us if we have triggered it to be able to roll.
Yeah, I'll
Cool.
guide it. It's a blunt mechanic,
Yeah.
so use it as such.
As
Don't
such,
try and be
yeah.
sneaky and try and get in.
Yeah.
These are kids. I can't trust you.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
completely valid. Hey, that doesn't sound like you care.
Yep.
Clove, we've got gold now. Just take away the squinty eyes. We trust them. She's got money.
I don't know that we need her.
Okay, so Sean, I say you're probably calling out, or Tariq is calling out Clove. And Clove, are you resisting that? Are you trying to deny, or you can't deny because it's not an NPC?
Okay, so does he need to roll on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Sean,
I'm not trying to deny it yet.
Yeah.
So I have to roll with Clove's trust.
Yes, you also have to shift yourself away from your balance point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which way are you shifting?
has to be away from your center. So if you're already leaning one way, you keep going that way.
Well, I think and it makes sense. Like he's going to continue going towards survival because he's saying she has money. Like it's almost like he's appealing to you to say trust her, but because of the money, that's how we survive.
Yeah, we're using our different principles.
Fantastic. Yeah, exactly that.
I don't know where my thing went, but yeah, I've shifted to +2 on survival.
Very good.
What's your trust plus or minus?
My trust is at the moment -1.
All right, so I'm going to roll with a -1.
Yep.
That is a 5.
On a miss, they can demand you act in accordance with one of your principles instead.
So you got to somehow bring that back to me.
Mark a
Yes.
condition or act as they request.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So yours are friendship and survival.
It's right.
Well, I think I'll call on. Oh, it's so interesting when they're opposing because you can kind of argue it either way. Like I could argue for him to connect to our friendship, but I could also argue with him to connect to our survival, which is like, she doesn't trust you at the moment.
Yeah.
She knows
Yeah.
you're telling the truth, but she doesn't trust you.
I think take it from the idea that Tariq has insinuated that you need to trust and
Yeah.
that you aren't being trusting right now. So I think
Take offense to
take
it.
that as the no, that's not right.
Yeah, cool. So I guess I'm calling
It's
it
not a
the
matter of
survival.
trust. It's a matter of
Well, I'm not saying that I don't trust her, trust that she's telling the truth, but to trust her to bring her in, that's a completely different thing, Tariq. We don't know her. All we know is that she's Fire Nation and that she lied to us.
What if someone's looking for her?
What do we do then? Just cast her out? She's seen us now. It kind of makes sense to bring her in.
Listen, Zhang, is it?
Yeah.
You seem to care about might, and I'm one of the strongest out there. I've been training since I was a child.
Well-
If you want force, then I am your force.
To be clear, Sean, did you...
I'm about to roleplay into the next condition that I've just marked on my sheet.
Great, because you're refusing to go with what Zola Clove said. So you're taking another condition.
Yes,
Great.
correct. You know, I mean, I wasn't calling you out specifically, Clove. I was just saying that, maybe we should just strength in numbers.
If you think you're strong enough, show me what you can do.
She'll crack her knuckles. Gladly. And I think she'll firebend.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I feel like you were trying to call out.
Yes,
to,
your force.
to Zhang
essentially.
say you believe that you need to fight hard.
I'll fight for you.
I'll fight for you. So you're saying accept me.
Yeah.
Because I'm strong. So I
So-
guess you do your display and then roll with my force.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
So
Are you
Ella-
rolling on... Sorry, is she rolling with... is she... So she...
Calling me out.
Yeah. Are you rolling to see how good your firebending is then?
I thought that was just flavor.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
Kana,
yeah.
what do you do?
She will assume her firebending stance.
Which looks like what?
As she takes a very rigid posture with her arms in at her center, and she will quickly force them both outwards in opposing directions as fire spills from her palms. And as she whips it around her head, she is making a long trail of fire that becomes a whip that she cracks down the floor.
Great.
Now I gotta roll.
You do. And that is a specific type of training.
Sure is.
And it's one that you're not particularly... You haven't mastered.
No, I've learned it.
You have learned it. So, 2d6. And you need to crack 10.
Crack that whip.
Far out.
Fire whip.
Do you whip it?
Yep. With it good.
Yep.
We did it! We're a band!
Yes. Defend and maneuver is which skill?
Defend and maneuver is focus.
Yep. So it's 11.
Very good. Fantastic. Yeah, Ellen, describe how this fire whip moves about.
It snakes around like large and looping, kind of like a lazy lasso, and then is brought down with a thundering crack as it dissipates on the ground and burns up.
In the glimpses of the forest, as the fire whip whips around, you see the amber and orange leaves on the trees, and it looks as though the entire forest has just come alight very briefly. And then the only fire you see is the small fire in front of you.
She will do a quick little exhale as she, again, straightens up. strong enough.
So I'm just voting that display is on our side, not against us.
Strong enough. Call out.
I'm not gonna. It's not an NPC. I can't deny it. So she just has to roll my force.
Yeah.
Right? So my force is currently. I started with a +1. So my force is +1. Miss.
Wow.
Yeah, that ain't it. That's a 3. That ain't it, Chief.
So we have Kana, who looks to Zhang and says, strong enough. And Zhang goes,
That comes from your training,
Yes.
and they wanted you to use that to burn and enslave our people. That's all I can think of when you use it. It just seems too dangerous. You're strong, but it's everything that's taken everything away from me. And he walks away from the fire.
great. Phil, what would you like Ellen's character to do in accordance with her principles? Because she missed, you get to direct her.
Progress.
Okay.
I want her to act in accordance to progress, and I want her to denounce even more fervently the traditions of the Fire Nation war machine and the
Great.
ideas of it.
Great. Ellen is kind of okay to. Are you going
Yes.
to do that, or are you going to take the condition?
I think she will absolutely do that. As Zhang starts to walk away, very emotional, she will just shout out, "I am not like the rest of the Fire Nation. They're my enemy now. Same as you. And if you don't want me to firebend, well then, you're losing a great weapon. A weapon against the Fire Nation. But I promise I will do as directed."
Does Zhang still keep walking away?
He's not gone a long way,
But he has gone a bit
hiding,
off?
He's hiding tears, basically, because
Okay.
he's seeing his father defeated in battle.
Yeah.
Hey, Clove, you reckon you go and help your friend over there, and I'll have a bit of a. I'll stay with the scary fire lady.
Okay.
I am not scary. She's a bit scary. She's like still in her very rigid stance and like.
Yeah, I'm gonna go speak to Zhang for sure. How far off have you made it?
Just a couple of paces.
Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
I was imagining like two separate scenes where like you go off to like.
Well, it's enough
talk-
for that.
yeah.
I'm
He's
feeling
not
a
like
guide.
walked into another clearing.
Yeah.
The firelight is still catching on his back. He's still got a fist clenched around the weapon. It's not held ready, but his knuckles are white. And as you approach him, you can just see he's holding on to and preventing a sob. From he's just trying to suppress the early sobs of a crying fit.
Yeah, Clover's gonna gently reach out and just try and take your weapon off of you.
Great. So, Phil, before that happens, I want you to mark the angry condition.
Yep.
Because I think that's what's happened. And Zola, I would like your character to please roll guide and comfort.
Yes, absolutely.
As soon as you said that, I'm like, I can
Absolutely.
feel a guide and comfort coming on.
Now, your protector's burden might give you some assistance in that as well. I don't remember.
Just
So
give me-
keen for
Just
this.
give me 1 second.
No worries.
I love.
Vengeance hurts the Avenger
I have ideas too.
as much as the Avengee.
Here's something. Your ward can always call on you to live up to your principle without shifting your balance.
Oh.
So you can always call me out. You take +1 to be able to do that
Without shifting.
without shifting your balance away from center.
Right. Okay.
You can just be like, hey,
You need to trust this person, or we need to be more self-reliant here.
No, there's nothing for guide and comfort here.
okay, no worries.
So I don't necessarily want to change your mind about her, but I do want to because it's a little bit of PTSD is kind of what you're experiencing. So I just want to say something like, we don't know what happened to your father. We don't know. She said she's a very powerful bender, but honestly what I saw was actually very beautiful. We need to remember that fire also brings life. I mean, we made a fire today, and it helped save us. I don't know that I trust her, but what I saw was not destruction.
Now that is an honest attempt to guide and comfort if ever I heard.
So I rolled a 9, and I rolled with harmony, which is 0 for me. So it is a 9. And on that,
They embrace your guidance and comfort.
They may clear a condition or 2 fatigue, and you may ask 1 question. They may answer you honestly, or they shut you down. They inflict a condition on you.
So you choose whether this got through to you or not.
'Cause that's when we're making ourselves vulnerable.
Yeah.
I'm going to accept this and clear the angry. So you get to ask Zhang a question.
Okay. I don't know if she's going to stay with us, but will you be okay if she does tonight?
Yes, I'll be okay. I'll just keep an eye on her.
As will I. And I'm going to hand him his weapon back and move. I'm going to move away from him as well because, like, you could also need space. So she goes back to the fire.
Tariq watches the the storming off of or moving away by.
Zhang?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't want to butt in, but I wanted to
Trying
help
to get
you
my
out,
own
man.
pathways. As Zhang moves off, and then he kind of says for Zola's character, "I'm going to write these down. This is insane.
Yes,
that
you
that I
definitely
can't
should.
remember anyone's
There's
name.
all
face
there.
blindness. I think Sean has name blindness.
I really do. Clove. It's the easiest
Very
name to
quickly.
remember.
It's so easy.
Right.
Let's just go around again.
Zhang.
Kana.
Tariq.
Clove.
Done.
Zhang.
And I'm Chris.
Together. So.
Tariq watches Zhang move off and offers for Clove to go off, and as the two of them are starting to walk away, it's kind of lets that awkward silence settle for a second. She goes, gotta say, that was a pretty impressive display of power, if I say so myself.
No, it was stupid.
No.
Look how it upset Zhang. You already don't trust me enough. And then I had to... stupid, Kana, stupid.
Kana is not stupid. Kama's pretty cool. And,
I couldn't help but laugh, so I don't know if that's in character or not. Probably not.
well, I'm trying to do roguish charm at the moment. So just wait.
Just you wait.
Just you wait.
Kana's pretty cool, and I gotta say, give him time. Give him time to settle down, and I think, they'll figure out. Zhang will figure out figure out pretty quickly that someone with skills like that, hey, whatever this is, Tariq gestures to the campfire and all of us here, whatever this is, maybe someone with skills like you has a part in it.
Are you trying to guide and comfort?
Yeah, absolutely. But
Totally.
with my roguish charm, I get to roll with a different, instead of harmony, I get to roll with creativity because I'm flattering and empathizing with you.
Oh man, I hope
Go.
you succeed.
Sean, go for it.
That is an 11.
Ooh.
So
Oh my.
you both embrace my guidance, and I may also shift your balance.
If they embrace your guidance.
If they embrace your guidance and comfort, you may also shift their balance. That's correct. Yes.
So you still have
don't-
the choice.
Yeah, you still have the choice.
I want it to happen. Call me a sucker. I like it. I want to be guided and comforted.
I want to move you away towards progress.
Oh.
Oh, she's going to shift off balance.
Oh my god.
I'm going to shift off
Are you?
balance. I'm +3.
Oh,
That's fine.
That's
It's
fine.
just one
yeah.
more.
There you go.
That's fine.
Why not? Let's have a shift off balance.
She's going to go crazy with progress.
Yeah.
So
Kill all the fire
So
nation.
it both works to comfort and she goes off balance. How does that resolve?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
So have you gone off balance or you're on +3?
I'm on +3.
Oh, I
yeah.
thought you were saying you were on
No,
+3 and
sorry.
then I knocked
I'm
you
like,
off.
I'm,
Okay.
I'm like, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
It's happening. She's had a big day.
It's a huge day for Kana.
Yeah.
You can see there are 3 options for when you lose your balance. Give in or submit to your opposition, lose control of yourself in a destructive and harmful way, or take an extreme action in line with the principle, then flee.
So it's not necessarily bad.
No,
Not
no,
at
no.
all.
It's just a whole perspective shift.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think Kana will, despite herself, break a smile. And she's not a person who smiles often, so her kind of mouth tightens, almost looks painful. And she kind of says, well, I think you're pretty cool too. Can Can you show me some of the waterbending?
Oh, yeah. I'll keep you out of the splash zone this time, though.
Thank you.
You can also ask her a question she must answer honestly. You can.
I love it.
No.
This is
Honesty
getting,
hour.
this is getting so high school.
I don't think I will. I
Great.
reckon
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
fine.
natural end to the scene
nice.
there.
I think
Yeah.
so too.
Yeah.
Clove, you return back to the campfire and you see Kana and Tariq laughing and giggling while Tariq is
Showing off a bit of
effectively showing
waterbending.
off waterbending, and he's doing a fine job of it. And eventually, Zhang, you return, and it's getting dark and getting late by this point. The fire embers are fading out. What would you like to do in these kind of closing moments of this scene?
Look, I don't know if we trust you completely, but you can stay with us tonight.
Thank you. She would just bow deeply.
I'm sorry I got angry. It
It's
wasn't... You didn't do that. It's not you. I just...
my family.
Look,
might
let's
not-
just not talk about it for tonight, okay? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too.
Let's just get some sleep.
Do you think you could make the fire again?
Oh,
She points to the dying fire.
yeah. Sure. She'll light it up again. Just quick wave of her hand. Glad to be of service.
And you all tuck yourselves down for sleep. The night passes uneventfully.
You have been listening to Homeland, which is a Roll2Cast production. The best way to find us is on Twitter, Discord, and our Patreon. All our podcasts are on Acast, Spotify, YouTube, and all good podcatchers. You can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/Roll2Cast. Avatar Legends, the role-playing game, was created by Magpie Games. Nickelodeon, Avatar, and all related titles, logos, and characters are trademarks of Viacom International Incorporated. At least with Carla.
Kana.